Oh my god. Who is Yu Menglong? May he rest in peace. Why is he so skinny? May he rest in peace. What is going on today? Why is there so much explosive news? Let me see what this is. What was that video just now? Oh, so it was a delivery guy crying. Working in service is really tough now. Wait, what is this? Wasn't it supposed to be an accident? With my detective instincts, this doesn't seem simple at all. Oh, so that's Yu Menglong. Wait, he looks familiar. Where have I seen him? Ah, he acted in Eternal Love. So it's him. Right. My older sister loves that drama. She's watched it 1,000 times. In the fantasy realm of the drama, he was known as the most handsome man. I remember now, by Zine, the immortal deity. Next, I'm going to tell you about what happened to Yu Menglong. Sometimes online rumors aren't true, but they're not always false either. At 6:44 p.m. on September 11th, Yu Menglong's studio posted the announcement about his fall. At first glance, nothing looked wrong, but his studio had already been deregistered in July this year, so who issued the statement on behalf of his family? Also, the police ruled out criminal suspicion in less than 12 hours. Honestly, that's a little strange. Let's keep watching. The official announcement was posted at 6:44 p.m. on September 11th, but a gossip blogger had hinted at it 9 hours earlier. At 10:40 a.m. on September 11th, the blogger posted the first preview. He claimed that an actor from Eternal Love had fallen to his death, implying it was Yu Menglong. The first version was posted at 11:25 a.m. He said that on September 10th, Yu Menglong gathered with 5 or 6 friends at a friend's home. At 2 a.m. on September 11th, he went back to his room to sleep and locked the door. At 6 a.m., when his friends couldn't find him, they went downstairs and found he had fallen. A neighbor walking their dog saw it and called the police. The gossip blogger also mentioned 3 key points. First, Yu Menglong had 2 luxury watches in his pocket. Second, the window screen was opened by Yu Menglong himself. Third, the police had ruled out criminal suspicion. If what he said was true, then from 6 a.m. to 11:25 a.m., in less than 5 hours, the police ruled out a criminal case. That seems a bit strange. Then the second version was posted at 12:24 a.m. The second version removed the 2 watches and the part about the window being opened by Yu Menglong. Only the police ruling out a criminal case was left, as if to emphasize it. And in the final version, everything was deleted. It only said that Yu Menglong fell from the 5th floor at around 5 a.m. on the 11th. I do believe paparazzi can get information firsthand. But what's strange is, this gossip blogger seemed intent on framing it as an accident from the start. This is the photo that circulated showing the watches with blood. I'm curious, why did he specifically emphasize that Yu Menglong had 2 luxury watches in his pocket? Up to this point, I was still just curious and wanted to keep watching. What's even scarier is an online rumor about Yu Menglong's experience before his death. Rumors said that ever since his debut, Yu Menglong had caught the eye of a powerful political family's son, known only as S. But on the path of pursuing his dream, Yu Menglong wanted to rely only on himself. He never accepted the unspoken rules of the entertainment industry. So the political heir, S, used his influence in an attempt to control Yu Menglong, driven by his obsession with him. During that time, Yu Menglong discovered S's illegal activities and collected the evidence. It was said that this evidence was stored in a USB drive. He asked to be freed from control. To force him to hand over the evidence, S planned to set him up. He intended to secretly take indecent photos of him and use them to make him surrender the evidence he collected. But when he saw that Yu Menglong wouldn't comply, he resorted to violence. And before Yu Menglong died, it was said that he went through extremely brutal torture. The 2 luxury watches were meant to make it look like he had stolen his friend's belongings, and then pretend he fell from drinking. But in reality, Yu Menglong had already been in prison before that. Hold on, is this a horror novel? Then another rumor said that Yu Menglong was actually thrown down twice. At this point, a video from a paparazzi began circulating online. Human desire can be ugly. This is huge. Did you hear that thud? The paparazzi who heard it were shocked, suddenly went silent. Rumor has it, this was the first time Yu Menglong was thrown down. He survived because he landed on the lawn area. So they carried him back and cut open his abdomen to retrieve the USB he had swallowed. But he died during the operation, so his body was altered and thrown down again. But some people said the sound was more like a gunshot. I also started to think it sounded like a gunshot, because if he had fallen the first time and caused such a loud noise, his final appearance wouldn't have looked that intact. But sometimes rumors don't come from nowhere. For now, let's keep the possibility of a second fall. And what about the rumor of cutting open his abdomen for the USB? Some netizens analyzed Yu Menglong's final photos. Let's take a look at the scene photos. First, people said that if he had fallen while alive, his legs wouldn't look like this. There would be defensive reflexes. The landing posture would normally be chaotic. The legs wouldn't form that L shape unless he was unconscious or had lost signs of life. Only in that condition would the posture appear like this. Second, if you zoom in, you can see a white layer under his blue shirt, clothing or bandages. Netizens said it was extremely hot at that time, so wearing 2 layers was unlikely, and the tight white layer looked more like bandages. If it was bandages, it would match the rumor about the abdominal incision, and one leaked post suggested Yu Menglong may have died on September 10th. Do you see it? The post and date says September 10th. Even many netizens remembered this. If this were just a simple fall, why are there so many odd and conflicting times of death? And at first I thought the rumor about his experience before death was just like a novel. But why did the leaked footage resemble that rumor so closely? Although some netizens said the crying sound from the delivery man was actually Yu Menglong, I'm not that easy to convince. So I went to listen to Yu Menglong's live stream voice myself. This is the delivery man's crying. Why does it sound so similar? Too similar. Then another strange photo surfaced online. It shows a man hanging upside down outside a window, with his legs being held by someone. This window looks so familiar. Isn't this the same window from which Yu Menglong fell? The red circle marks the fall location, the unit with the broken window screen, the 5th floor. Some netizens zoomed in and noticed the window frame was covered in drag marks. They looked like finger marks. Could it be that the delivery man's cries were actually someone hanging upside down at the window, calling for help? And sure enough, there's also a window at the upper left. So that shaken shadow, was it actually a person struggling while hanging upside down outside the window? No way. Oh my god. Then another video surfaced. Look at that window glowing blue. It really does look like someone is hanging upside down outside the window. After that, public opinion online exploded. Countless netizens started speaking up, saying Yu Menglong's death was not an accident. Then a list of 17 people who were allegedly present before his death started circulating. The list included actors, celebrities, a director, Yu Menglong's assistant, and influential people with power. I blurred out names until my hands were sore. You can just search the Yu Menglong case and you'll find it. We can't just accuse people without proof. But when netizens started digging deeper, they found that almost everyone on that list seemed to be connected somehow. Then another strange statement appeared. It felt like it was trying to divert attention away from the 17-person list. On September 16th, 5 days after Yu Menglong's death, the already dissolved studio issued another statement. This time it was said to be from Yu Menglong's mother. It said her son fell by accident after drinking. She asked everyone to stop spreading rumors. She said the police had explained everything to her, and the funeral was over. Well, if his mother said so, then maybe it really was just an accident. But the very next day, on September 17th, another statement appeared, signed by a mother invoking an old Chinese tale about a wrongful death. She wrote, "My son died on September 11th. It wasn't an accident. He was killed." She said she had a lot of evidence, but she was weak and powerless. The real culprits kept blocking her attempts to seek justice, so she begged everyone to help restore justice for her son. She also said she wanted her son to know that she had never given up on fighting for him. At the end, she pressed a bloody handprint and wrote that she thanked everyone in tears. This statement didn't say it was from Yu Menglong's mother, but it was posted just one day after the official mother's statement. And the details match the studio's announcement, the date, and the way he supposedly died. Would someone really fake something like this just for fun? Logically, that seems unlikely. If this second one was actually from his real mother, then wouldn't that mean his death wasn't an accident? It's said that after this, no one ever saw Yu Menglong's mother again. Do you know the old Chinese story that mother was referring to? It's a classic Guan dynasty play by Guan Hanking. It's also known as Snow in Midsummer. In the sweltering 6th month, snow suddenly falls, symbolizing heaven's anger at a terrible injustice. It's used to describe a massive injustice that cannot be redressed. 10 days after Yu Menglong's death, on September 21st, the police station in charge of his residential compound issued a notice about a clean up the internet campaign. I know the text is tiny, so I'll zoom in and summarize it for you. It said they arrested 3 people for spreading rumors in order to maintain online order. That's it. Now let's look at the part that really raises questions. Let's assume Yu Menglong really fell at around 6 a.m. on September 11th. From 6 a.m. to the blogger's first post past 11 a.m., that's less than 5 hours. Yet within that time, they had already ruled out any criminal suspicion. Residents in the compound even filmed police measuring the fall site. Even Gil Grissom and Horatio Caine wouldn't wrap up a case this fast. Ruling out criminal involvement in under 24 hours? Do they think I've never watched CSI, checking CCTV, taking statements, forensic examinations? That normally takes at least a month. Even Sherlock Holmes or Hercule Poirot would be impressed by this speed. At this point, people started gathering online. There were Discord communities from our side rallying together, and a Penguin team from the other side, plus solo Sherlocks from all directions. We may come from different countries and backgrounds, but we're here for the same reason, to uncover the truth for Yu Menglong. Some people on the 17-person list started presenting alibis, but every piece of evidence was found to have flaws. After Yu Menglong's death on September 11th, the first one on the list to present an alibi was Director C. On September 12th, he posted proof that on the night of September 10th, which is the date many believe was Yu Menglong's actual time of death, he had dinner with actress T. Actress T also happens to be on the 17-person list, but the V team noticed that the chat screenshot looked photoshopped. The word for Wednesday wasn't aligned properly, and the number 1 wasn't aligned either. I don't spread rumors lightly, so I tested it with my own chat screenshots. I found that every timestamp was perfectly aligned. That kind of misalignment just doesn't happen. But if Director C really wasn't there that night, why would he need to Photoshop his chat records? Another name on the 17-person list was Singer F, a friend who had known Yu Menglong for over a decade, ever since they met through a singing competition. So why was Singer F even on that list? Because a new version of the Deliverer Man's video surfaced. Who is Fan Xiaohua? He wasn't calling Singer F's real name, but the V team dug into it and discovered that 10 years ago, Singer F's nickname was Fan Xiaohua. It actually makes sense. Friends who have known each other for over 10 years rarely use real names with each other. Then another video appeared, this one recorded through a peephole. You could see a man being helped along, crying. People say that voice sounds like Yu Menglong. A medical student online claimed the sound suggests lung trauma. Others said his teeth had been forcibly removed. Look closely at the girl walking in the back. It looks like she's filming with her phone. And on her phone, there's a big dangling charm. Let's rewind and watch that again. Look again. That charm seems to have 2 thin strings. Rumor says this girl might be actress S, because actress S had posted photos on social media holding her phone, and the phone charm also had 2 thin strings. Somehow, her phone charm looks almost identical to the one in the peephole video. Another person on the 17-person list was Singer G. On September 9th, one day before Yu Menglong's death, Singer G posted a TikTok video. The V team noticed something strange in the reflection of his sunglasses. Zooming in, it looked like a man, possibly hanging or being restrained. I remembered the rumors that Yu Menglong had been abused before he died. Could this really be a coincidence? The title of Singer G's video was, How to Recover from Nerve Damage and Numbness. The V team pointed out this matches the effects of tetrodotoxin pufferfish toxin. I looked it up myself. Pufferfish toxin really does cause numbness and paralysis. Rumors claim that Yu Menglong had been given tetrodotoxin, which made him unable to move. And that same day, September 9th, besides posting the video, Singer G also changed his social media background. The new image showed a doll underwater, its left eye injured, its right hand holding an umbrella, and at its feet, a French bulldog. If you zoom in on the doll's right arm, you can see a small fish drawn on it. The V team argued that this doll was symbolically pointing to Yu Menglong. At first I thought, this has to be overthinking, but then the V team pointed out, in real life, he often injured his left eye during filming. The umbrella matches the title of his last aired drama, Asterisk, a love story of oiled paper umbrella asterisk, and he really did have a French bulldog. Finally, the fish on the arm. Fish sounds like you in Chinese, it's pronounced almost exactly like you. But honestly, are all these just coincidences? Then another new video leaked. This time, you can hear a man shouting someone's name. Did you hear that? He was shouting the name of Director H, another one on the list. And the man who was shouting sounded exactly like singer F. Spit it out. Were they talking about the USB? At the scene where Yu Menglong fell, two men were seen holding each other's hands. The V team identified the man in the white shirt as screenwriter G, another name on the 17-person list. And somehow, the model of the luxury watches found in Yu's pocket matched the model screenwriter G had shown on his own social media. After that, screenwriter G suddenly deleted related photos and turned off comments and disappeared from public view. Later, the V team also discovered that the apartment from which Yu fell was registered under screenwriter G's name. Then another video appeared, apparently filmed by a resident in the complex. This clip suggested that Yu might have been thrown once before, possibly as early as September 9th. Later, someone claimed the video is from September 13th and unrelated. But the V team published a detailed analysis based on weather reports. The report showed that from September 8th to 14th, the rain on the evening of September 9th into the early hours of the 10th was moderate, turning to light, whereas on September 13th, it was only light rain. From the video, the rainfall clearly looked like moderate rain. They even analyzed the sound of the raindrops. So it's highly likely the video was actually recorded on September 9th. Two things stood out. First, residents were being driven away. And second, did you notice the flashing police lights in the distance? Rumor has it that someone actually called the police on the night of September 9th, and the police did show up. Some even said there were as many as 7 police cars and ambulances. But afterward, everything went silent. Watch it again. You can clearly see more than one police car. The V team later dug into the residential complex where Yu Menglong died. Both the developer and the security company belong to socialite F's family. And coincidentally, she also knew actress S and screenwriter G. This might explain why the security guards earlier dared to chase the residents away, as if they had the authority to do so. The rest of the names on the list were later found to be connected to Yu Menglong as well. Some of them were people you would never expect. We'll go into that in a later chapter. But for now, we need to move on. Otherwise, this video will go on forever. Just like an Ariana Grande high note run, with all the evidence piling up. It really seemed like Yu Menglong's death wasn't an accident at all. That's when I started wanting to understand who Yu Menglong truly was. I found out that Yu Menglong was a rising star in China and had acted in many dramas. His female co-stars were often some of the most popular actresses today. I remember the first video I saw, when I looked him up, was a compilation of him wearing a purple jacket. The title was Yu Menglong helping fans up after falling multiple times. To be honest, my first reaction was, is this guy really a celebrity? It's not like I've never seen fans fall while chasing their idols. And I've also seen celebrities help fans up, but helping every single time? That's rare. I'd never used Weibo, basically China's version of Facebook, but I checked his page for the first time, and he had 20 million followers. To still notice fans fallen in the middle of such a crowd, he must have genuinely cared about everyone. I also found out he was born in Urumqi, Xinjiang, a vast and diverse region. My first impression of Xinjiang has always been lots of beautiful people and Dilraba. Then I saw the second video of him. Later I learned, and he was the same age as me, 37, though this video was from 2020, which means he was 32 at the time. Even at 32, why did he give off such a pure and clean feeling? That's when I started wanting to learn more about his past. Before I could dive deeper, a post suddenly caught my attention. It was a customer review on Taobao. People online were saying this comment was written by Yu Menglong. No way, right? First of all, would a big star really shop on Taobao? And not only shop, but leave a long, detailed review? That seemed impossible. I rarely use Taobao, but I downloaded the app just to check, and the review was really there. Could it just be a coincidence? This was that viral video claiming to show Yu Menglong turning his hand to display the jacket. But later, netizens confirmed with the shop owner it really was Yu Menglong. People then compared even more details. The shoes in the video matched the shoes Yu Menglong wore. Even the joints of the hand looked the same. Suddenly I realized he was really thoughtful. I'm just an ordinary person. At most, I leave a 5-star rating on Amazon. But he not only left a good review, he even filmed a video. And netizens found even more details. Why would a big celebrity sleep on a metal bunk bed? The room was so small he couldn't even stretch out his legs. And why were his clothes stored in cardboard boxes? The jacket he bought wasn't even 32 United States dollars. Honestly, it shattered my idea of what a big star's life should look like. I also checked Taobao reviews can be posted within 7 to 15 days after purchase. When I checked at the end of September, his review was from 9 months earlier, meaning he bought it around late last year or early this year. Netizens also said that jacket wasn't very warm, basically useless in Beijing's winter. I don't know why, but I suddenly felt a little heartbroken for him. I always assumed he was a Xinjiang native, but he was actually just born there. He debuted through a talent show. He loves singing, and he loves Stephanie's son, Utada Hikaru, Ayumi Hamasaki, and Nami Amuro.
彩排的时候，我就看到于田唱歌嘛，唱他中间 PK 的歌，然后他对那个歌可能不是很熟，然后也没有特别有把握，所以最后我就没有选他，因为我觉得这样的话，如果选他的话，可能就不太公平，因为我第二首歌准备的比较充分。
The previous clip was recorded after his elimination. It was during an interview where he explained everything. He was only 25 at the time. At that fiery, ambitious age where everyone wants to make it big, Yu Menglong didn't say choosing an unprepared opponent was not glorious. He said it would be unfair to the other person. Even in a highly competitive talent show, he still put people first. His parents really raised him well. Although he lost the competition, the company later expanded the quota and signed him. But the agency didn't let him sing. They made him act instead. Besides singing, becoming a director was also one of his dreams. I noticed how gentle and refined he sounded when he spoke. After the competition, someone told me, "You might never get to release music again." So at that time, I went into acting. But even while filming, I still loved singing. I loved music so much that I used the money I earned from acting to make my own songs. His mindset at the time was, since he wanted to be a director someday, acting was also a form of learning. He always faced challenges with positivity. And even when his agency refused to release his music, he used the money he earned from acting to produce his own songs. He never forgot his dream. During the school years, he won awards in both Chinese and English recitation.
悠悠鹿鸣，食野之苹。我有嘉宾，鼓瑟吹笙，吹笙鼓簧，成筐是浆。 人之好我，是我周行。悠悠鹿鸣，食野之蒿。
Ah, Sunflower by William Blake. Ah, sunflower, weary of time, who contest the step of the song, seeking after that sweet golden climb, where the traveler's journey is down, where the youth pine away with desire.
He could play the piano and the cello.
"现在大家应该都在看春晚吧？那我现在呢，
In 2016, Yu Menglong celebrated New Year with his family in Xinjiang, watching China's National Spring Festival Gala on TV. The Spring Festival Gala is a must-watch for every family in China. Only well-known artists get to perform on that stage. And 8 years later, you finally stood on that stage yourself, singing on behalf of your hometown, Xinjiang. From Xinjiang to Beijing, it took you 12 years. Yeah, you never forgot your dream. When that dream finally came true, you must have been so emotional. But what truly drew my attention to you, Menglong, wasn't his talent or looks. It was a kindness rooted deep in his character. Whenever he received fan letters, he always said thank you, and every video showed him expressing that gratitude sincerely. He always looked staff members in the eye and said thank you. Here's a small detail. When he noticed someone handing him an umbrella with both hands, he immediately adjusted his posture and accepted it with both hands as well. Watch it again. That kind of instant reaction can't be faked. This was a fan video after a late-night recording. Even after staying up all night, he wasn't annoyed. He didn't show impatience. And he didn't rush inside the hotel. Instead, he kept thanking fans and reminding them to watch their step. Even when surrounded by crowds, he still paid attention to everyone's safety. After Yu Menglong passed away on September 11th, a charity donation receipt surfaced. It turned out he had been quietly donating to charity all along. Even after he passed, his account continued its automatic donations, yet he never broadcasted any of it. He funded a school gym and even donated books to remote schools. During the 2021 Hunan floods, he donated nearly $80,000 USD. Maybe that's why he slept on a metal bed and wore Taobao clothes. Maybe he simply wanted to spend the money on people who needed it more. I also found out you were a dog lover, just like me. This corgi's name was Fuli, and this one was Ham, the one Yu Menglong adopted.
Hello.
His social media was full of photos of them. He must have loved them dearly. He even said whenever he filmed long projects, he would bring them along to care for them. During breaks on set, he would show them off like a proud dad to fans. He spent New Year's with Fuli and Ham, taking festive photos for fans. I realized he also loved recording life through photos. He often shared the beauty he saw with fans. He also turned his daily moments into short videos. He said short videos help preserve every moment of life. I also noticed his phone cases always matched his outfits. Yu Menglong was even photographed by neighbors while taking pictures of flowers. And this was the photo. So beautiful. He even matched his mask with his outfits. I was never a fan of yours, but I was drawn in by the way you lived your life. It deeply moved me, because it was obvious. You were someone who lived with sincerity.